Hi kids, I'm Miss Sarah and welcome back to the Kids Table. So this week, I was really hoping and looking forward to seeing all of your beautiful faces in person at our in-person service at the middle school. But God had other plans. And apparently up in Madison, you got a lot of snow. So it's not safe for us to drive. But I am in Ohio. We're not in Virginia this week. We're in Ohio visiting our family for Thanksgiving, which is why you can see that there's snow behind me. But that also means I don't have a kitty cat friend to share with you. My mom has 3 kitty cats, but they're not camera ready, you know. So this week, I'm going to talk to you about our upcoming season. So as Christians in church, we have a season right now before Christmas called Advent. And that is our season of waiting. So now that Thanksgiving is over, I'm sure you've seen signs of Christmas. Signs like Christmas trees. How many of you have already put your Christmas trees up in your house? I haven't yet. We will do that when we get home to Virginia. And then our cats will probably knock it over. But that's okay, we love them anyways. So there's lots of signs that Christmas is on its way, even before Thanksgiving, let's be honest. But you go into the stores and you see Christmas decorations and you see gifts and you see all kinds of things. You see Santa, all kinds of things that tell us that Christmas is coming. And especially in America, there's a lot of buildup, right? A lot of events. You gotta go get your picture taken with Santa and you gotta mail Santa your list and you gotta do all those things, right? So as Christians, we have to also remember the reason for the season, which is Jesus's birth. So something that we read in the Bible, specifically in the Old Testament, which is before Jesus was born, we hear that God is talking to some very special people that he chooses to tell things to. And these people are called prophets. So one of the prophets is Jeremiah. So you'll find his story in the book of Jeremiah in the Old Testament. And one part of that is that God comes to Jeremiah and whispers to him and tells him about the Son of God who will be coming and who will be adding a branch to the family tree. And so have you ever seen what a family tree looks like? It's like it's the structure of our family. So we have kind of the oldest members of our family up here. It might be great-great-grandmas and grandpas, and then their kids, and then whoever they're married to, and then their kids. And if we shape it right, it can look kind of like a tree, and that's called a family tree. So God was talking about adding a branch to a family tree, and he was talking about the birth of the Savior, Jesus, who's coming. And people probably thought that Jeremiah was losing his mind a little bit. He's saying that God is coming to him and telling him about this thing that's going to be happening, this miracle that's going to happen, right? So it's a good reminder that we always need to be listening for God's voice. We always need to be listening to what God's telling us. And that doesn't always mean that we're going to hear a booming voice from God from the heavens. Sometimes it's just in our brains. God's telling us little things like making good choices. So I just want you to pay attention to all the signs of Christmas coming and help yourself and help others remember that we are also awaiting the celebration of the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you're in Madison, go outside and play in the snow for me because I'm still not well enough with my broken leg to be able to do that safely. So I love you and I'll talk to you next week on the Kids Table. Bye.